Hi everybody. So I'm going to show you some ways to make 10 on some of the things that you have in that little bag that I gave you, okay? So let's look at the 10 frame, first of all. I have little counters on here. Now you can use anything for counters. You can use Cheerios or whatever you want, pennies, doesn't matter. I'm using these counters because one side is yellow and one side is red, which makes it a lot easier for me to show you ways to make 10. Now, the way that I'm showing you on a 10 frame right now is actually 10 and 0. So if I want to write that on a number bond, because I've got 10 spots filled in and 0 spots not filled in. So I'm making the number 10, right? So what I have on my 10 frame is 0 spots are empty and 10 spots are filled in, right? But what if I do this? What if I take one dot and make it red? Now, how many of my dots now are yellow and how many of them are red? Well, I'm going to show you. Actually, I'm going to use this because that's going to be hard to erase. So I'll make myself a number bond. 10. It's hard to film and write at the same time, but I'm trying. All right, so what we had was 9, and I'll count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yellows, and 1 red. That 9 plus 1 equals 10. When you put 9 and 1 together, it makes 10. Okay, now let's try it another way. What if I did this? Okay, now the yellow ones are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 yellows and 2 reds. So that means that 8 and 2 makes 10. All right, well, these numbers changed. The yellow, we just counted them. The yellow, we had 8. And then the red, we have now 2. See? 8 and 2 also makes 10. So the way you could write that is 8 plus 2 equals 10. Here's another way. Watch this. Watch the magic. Ready? Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 yellows and 1, 2, 3 reds. That's another way to make 10. 7. 7 and 3. See the dots? 7 and 3. And you can write that like this. 7 plus 3 equals 10. All right, and now let's do this one. Now we have, this is a row of 5, right? I don't need to count those, that's 5. And one more 6. We have 6 yellows and 1, 2, 3, 4 reds. So that means that 6 and 4 makes 10. Another way to make 10, okay. We just found out that 6 and 4 makes 10. I can write that down here. 6 plus 4 equals 10. Now, of course, the last way is the one we kind of already know. If I flip that over, 5 and 5 makes 10. Okay? So this is how the 10 frame kind of relates to the number bonds and the number sentences. All right, I wanted to show you something else because you're going to need to know this when we learn about teen numbers. Now, these things are called rods and sticks. So this would be a stick. These are little rods. So I'm going to count these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 ones here. Now I'm going to zoom in on this so I can show you this. This thing is not 1. This is in a group of 10. What they did was they just glued these together, these little ones together, to make a row of 10. So this, when you see something like this, that means there's 10 in there, and I'll prove it. 1, I'll put it next to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, if I put these right up against this, you can see that they are the same. They're equal. These ones are not glued together, but that's 10. So really, when you see this, these are 10s. These are groups of 10. When you see these are 1s. So pretty soon we're going to talk about teen numbers, and this is going to be very important. Like if you have 10 and 1 more, that's 11. If you have 10 and 2 more, that's 12. If you have 10 and 3 more, that's 13. If you have 10 and 4 more, that's 14, okay? So the reason why we're having to do 10 for another week is because this is extremely important, knowing this, okay?